Y'all doing, my good people? What's up, you guys, and welcome back to another episode of Southern Therapy Podcast. I am your host, your sister, your cousin. Yeah, I was about to say brother, y'all. It was your sister, your cousin, your best friend in your head, Danielle Bailey. What's up, you guys, and welcome back to another episode. I am so happy to be here and to give you guys another episode of Southern Therapy Podcast, okay? Yo, what are we going? There's a couple of things that I want to talk about on today. I'm pretty sure that this podcast will not be that long, but we will make it happen. Today's podcast is sponsored by Couch to Private Practice. So if you're a therapist and you want to start your own private practice, and you just don't know where to start or how to start, come on over to Couch to Private Practice. Email me at freedomtherapycenter.com and we can get you scheduled a interview. Couch to Private Practice is actually a pilot program, and we are really and truly, my goal is to have 10 people pilot this program. And within the next 6 months, like, everybody needs to have a private practice. So that is my goal, is to help you open up a private practice within 6 months. And not only am I going to help you open up a private practice, but I'm going to help you develop as a therapist. So we're going to talk about different types of assessment tools. We're going to talk about W-9s. We're going to talk about credentialing. Like, we are talking about everything. The reason why I created Couch to Private Practice is because when I first started out, I didn't know nothing about private practice, nor did I know anything about how to run a business. So I stumbled and I fumbled through it, and I spent a lot of money and I wasted a lot of money. So I want to just be able to give people the knowledge that I have accumulated over these past couple of years. And I'm just like, hey, here's a way for you to start. Like, my goal is I don't mind helping people. My goal is to help everyone. So Couch to Private Practice, it is a pilot program. It is consisting of 8 right now. We have 8 sessions, and each session is $75 per session. They're only going to be like this. They're only going to cost this much, and which is really not $75. Let me just talk about how much this is. $75 for the amount of information that I'm going to give you is like, it's a bargain. When I say it is a steal, it is a steal, okay? Because in 2020, the price is going up. So if you're a therapist, or you thinking about starting your private practice, you want to, you're scared, and like, what this program has to offer also is community. Because truth be told, when I first started in private practice, well, not even when I first, right now, private practice is lonely, you guys. Like, you just there by yourself. And if you're in an office where no other therapists are, or business, like, it's lonely. Like, you don't have the co-workers to go and talk to. So what this program is actually like, we're forming community too. So that's super duper important in private practice, is to have you a community of therapists that you can talk to, that you can staff cases with, that you can consult with, and that you can also possibly refer to. Okay, so join Couch to Private Practice today. Okay, if you want more information, or if you just want to talk to me about it a little bit more, email me at freedomtherapycenter@gmail.com and I will get with you. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and jump into today's show. All right, I'm not going to be before you long, okay? Like the pastor say, I'm not going to be before y'all too long. But today I want to talk to you guys about a couple of things. And today, the first one I want to talk about to you guys about is how y'all doing? Like, how are y'all doing? Like, literally, how is your mental health right now? Because I know that if you are listening from Louisiana, like right now, we are still in phase 2, y'all. We have not moved to phase 3 at all. We have been in phase 2, and the governor is saying that we possibly have to go back to phase 1 due to COVID-19. And y'all, let me just say this. I really started watching these doggone, these COVID briefings, right? And I'm not gonna lie, I haven't really watched all of one yet. I'm just saying, but I really just started diving into reading more about it. Let me say that I probably don't watch as much, but I started reading more about the whole COVID-19 and and trying to understand like how the flooding of the hospitals, like how is that working? And so I read up on, because Louisiana hospitals are almost to capacity right now. And so I don't know why this didn't dawn on me or not, but like some hospitals have had to refer out to Mississippi and all this other stuff. So like they are getting on there saying that we are almost at capacity again with COVID-19. And so I just started reading the article, and the article went into details about how this affects us, like how the hospitals being overcrowded with COVID-19 patients. Like they were just like, what about if your grandmother have a heart attack or if your grandmother have a stroke? Like there's no bed for her. And it was just like, wow. Like they were just like, what if you got in a car wreck and you needed medical necessity, but we don't have a bed because we have a lot of people suffering from COVID-19. And then they was talking about if we go back to phase 1 and you can no longer do the elective surgeries. He was like, a lot of people thinking that we're talking about just knee replacements and stuff like that. And he was just like, no, we're talking about important exams that you cannot do when we're in phase 1, you know, like elective, what is it? I think it was like breast cancer screening. It was like so much biopsies, like, yo, it was so much. He was just like, you know, a lot of people think that when we say elective surgery, we were talking about plastic surgery or knee replacement. He was like, no, there are some important surgeries that we need, but it's still an elective surgery to continue with a patient's care. So like the doctors in this article was saying, if we go back to phase 1, like those people who need those surgeries and who need those procedures won't be able to get them until we go back to phase 2. And so, you know, it just really put into perspective a lot for me. I was just like, wow, like, why didn't I think about that? And so I was like, yo, I did not know, like, what if I was to get in a car wreck and I needed emergency care, but the hospital is overflowing with COVID-19 people? First of all, I wouldn't want to go to the hospital right now anyway, because of the simple fact is there is COVID-19 flowing throughout the hospital. And so it's just like, wow, it's that right there. If I ain't need nothing else to make sure I stay my butt at home, that was it. I hate going to the doctors right now. And I want to say this, like, not only because I had needed to go see my OBGYN, y'all, it took me, how many months did I have to wait? I want to say I called them in May. I ain't see the OBGYN until July. They was like, well, then her next available appointment isn't until July. I'm like, July? And they was like, yeah, it's July. And so I'm just like, wow. Like, yo, because they can't have so many people in there at one time. So it's just like, yo, COVID-19 is coming through and wreaking havoc all the way around. Y'all, please, whatever you do, please, please, please. 1, stay prayed up. 2, practice what the CDC, use wisdom and practice what the CDC says. Wear masks. Also don't go out as much if you can. Like, and I understand. I get it. You know, like, Yo, it is hard to stay in the house. I get that. Because sometimes I'm like that too. Like, bruh, it is hard to be in this house. But I'm here. If you need to, go take a ride. Go take a ride somewhere. Get on the highway. Go. But then, I guess that right there is also an issue. Because what if you get into a wreck? And that's probably why they're telling us to stay our butts at home. Because usually, me personally, I just get in the car, I go for a ride. Don't think about nothing else. Nothing else. Just get in the car, go for a ride, and come right on back home or whatever. But there's a possibility that you could get in a wreck, and then you need to go. That's what, y'all, it's just so much. Stay prayed up. Follow what CDC says, and stay at home as much as possible. Keep y'all butts at the house. Wear your mask, people, too, as well. So I just wanted to talk about that a little bit. So the next thing that I want to talk about is, again, I think I touched on a little bit. In Louisiana, there's a possibility that we may go back to phase 1. And going back to phase 1, my God. I put on Facebook yesterday. I was like, I had 3 people reached out to me today. And if we go back to phase 1, for those of you that do not know, I am a therapist. I am a mental health therapist full time. I work for myself. But 3 people reached out to me yesterday. 3 people wanted appointments. And really, it was 5 people. It was 2 later on that evening also reached out to me. That's a lot, sometimes for me. And so, got with those 3 people, had 2 new I got 3 new patients today. I'm recording this on Tuesday. I have 3 new patients today. So if we was to go back to phase 1, that's going to do something to people's mental health. So therefore, my numbers are going to increase, because now we're back at phase 1, and now we're back at the house, and we don't know how long we'll stay there or have to stay there and stuff like this. So I don't know what to expect, and it's crazy, y'all. And I know y'all feel the same way too. All of this is just, and honestly, don't be out here like COVID-19 is not real. COVID-19 is real. Okay, y'all, I can't say this enough. Stay safe. And y'all, what are y'all doing about these kids going back to school? What y'all gonna do? Are y'all gonna send them back to school? Or are y'all gonna keep them home? I will say I am glad I don't have a child right now. I'm not going to lie to you, because it's just what would I have to do? I would have to make the important decision on whether or not to send my kid back to school or not. And that's a really important decision that parents have to make. I know that for those of you who are at home and y'all don't have much to do, let me give y'all some game real quick. Y'all turn y'all house into a lit school. For my people that ain't working right now, this is your time. Okay? This is your time to come up. Turn your house into a lit school. And for the parents who want to, pay for their, to go, they don't want their kids to go to school, but they don't have any kind of, child care for them or whatever. I really would take on, if I really like the kids like that and I can deal with them from 8 to 5. I cannot deal with them from 8 to 5. No, that's not my ministry. But I would take on about 5 to 10 kids. And make sure that they're social distancing, make sure, and provide the care that they really and truly need in a in-home setting. My mom was like, how would you do it? Y'all, when I tell y'all, I have thought about this. My mom was like, how would you do it? I say, girl, I got a 3-bedroom house. 5 kids in one area and 5 kids in the other one. I say, and then the living room will be the common area. The kitchen will be the lunchroom. Okay, only 5, and you go to class with your the 5 people who you are in the room with. That is your class. Okay, you and your class go eat together. So I still would keep them separated, as best as I can or whatever. And so my mom was just like, really? I was like, girl, I got this mapped out in my head now. I can see it. She was just like, Lord have mercy. But y'all, so to whoever's at home, you want to make a profit and you want to help somebody, like, by all means, do that. A lot of parents do not want to send them back, but they don't have, they don't have they have to work. So, you be a child care provider. I'm telling you, off the rip, your girl would, no lie, a child care provider, and make that bag, okay? And I'm helping, and I'm also making the bag at the same time. You can't lose. So, and I do want to say this to parents, by all means, if you send your kids back to school, please do not feel bad. Please do not feel bad about having to send your kids back to school, because of the simple fact is, if you need to, you need to. And ain't nothing wrong with sending kids back to school, because you cannot not go to work or whatever. So do what you have to. Don't allow people to make you feel bad, or anything like that. Do what you have to. Stand in what you got to do, and it's gonna be all right. I'm not mad at you. Point blank, period. Do what you got to, And the parents who are keeping your children at home, stop shaming people for having to send their kids to school. Stop shaming them, and vice versa. Parents who want to keep parents who are sending their kids back to school, you stop shaming the people who decide to keep their kids at home. Like, it's just like, everybody just out here shaming folks. Leave these people alone. Let these people be. If they need to keep them children at home, allow them to keep them children at home. If they need to send them kids back to school, send them back to school. Do what you got to do, man. And pray. That's it. Do what you got to do. Pray. Make sure you teach your kids about the importance of this coronavirus, and make sure you are educating them daily about the importance of washing their hands. Make sure you get them hand sanitizers if need be. Really and truly sit down and educate your children, and just be honest. I'm afraid to send you back to school, but we got to, because mama and dad got to go to work. So what we need you to do, even though it is a child, and I know y'all are going to be like, the child should not have this responsibility. Some of kids need to have responsibilities at some age. And it's nothing wrong with a 7-year-old having responsibilities of making sure that he or she wash their hands frequently. It builds character. I know a lot of people may be like, no, that's too much responsibility for it. No, it's not. It is not. It's their body. They know they need to wash their hands. So really and truly sitting down and educating them with them, educating them on the importance of hand washing, not touching your face, and keeping on your mask. And really and truly start practicing with these kids right now. If your child is not used to wearing a mask, you need to start practicing now if you're sending them back to school. Allow them to wear the mask around the house for about an hour. Take it off. Next hour, take it off. And build it up to where they are wearing that mask a full 7 to 8 hours, however long they need to do it. But just do not send your kid back to school thinking that they're going to keep on this mask. You need to start training them right now. Build it up. First, if they can't keep it on, and especially these little kids, y'all, they need to start training them. Start really and truly training them so that these masks can become second nature to them. I know for me, I struggle with the mask. Child, this weekend we had to wear our masks. Because we were me and my friends, we were serving at a repast, and you could tell the people who was used to wearing masks, because it's 8 of us, but 5 of us was there. No, 6 of us was there. And we're all a group of friends from college, but you can tell who's used to wearing a mask all day and who's not. I am the one that's not used to wearing a mask all day. Me and 2 other ladies are able to work from home, and it was 6 of us. So 3 of us worked from home. The other 3 worked, and they go to work every day, and they have to wear masks. The other 3 that wear masks every day at work, they were fine with their mask. But us over here that don't wear the mask all day, baby, we was up here struggling. Y'all, when I tell y'all I was out there struggling, I was like, my God. I was like, I don't see how y'all do it. I am struggling to keep this mask on. So that's why I'm saying prepare your children. I know that if I struggle, I think it was from like 11 to 2 or maybe 11 to 1. I think it was about 2, 3. But only a couple of hours. And I struggled. So build your kid up. Teach them a little bit. Teach them. Start doing it now. Okay? Start doing it now. So that is a tip. Y'all start training these kids to wear these masks right now. Okay? So let's see. Let's go ahead and get into. So we talked about that. And the last thing I want to talk about. I said I want to make sure I talk about this self-esteem. Self-esteem is super duper important, and it's not just about the way that you look or thinking that I look beautiful. You know, it's not just about that. It's about believing in yourself. It's about making sure the negative thoughts that you speak about yourself don't override the positive thoughts that you have about yourself. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I've been seeing a lot of women struggle with self-esteem issues, and they allow the negative thoughts to overcome them. And I also, because this past week, the reason why I said, because somebody had reached out to me this past week, I had posted a picture on Facebook. And if y'all follow me on any type of social media, if y'all follow me on Instagram at the Millennial Money Therapist, or if y'all follow me on Facebook, Danielle Bailey, or YouTube, Danielle Bailey LCSW, y'all will see that I had posted a video. And sometimes I just post these random videos of me when I feel extremely cute. And so I post these random, and they be funny videos too. Like the other day, I had posted a video with me. What video was that? Oh, it started off like this. I had posted a picture, right? And I was just like, oh, girl, you cute. You cute. And so then I was just like, yo, that picture ain't enough. That picture ain't enough. I need to get on here, and I need y'all to understand, and I need y'all to see this beauty. And it's just like, I want people to have that same confidence, man. I want y'all to, because truth be told, it ain't always been there. So when I realize it, and sometimes it's just like I need other people to know. So I'm gonna tell you, it's not that I'm being conceited, because again, it wasn't always there. And so I'm just like, yo, girl, you the girl, you is the ish out here in these streets. Don't let nobody tell you anything different. And so I just want women in themselves. So if you're listening to this and you are suffering from any type of self-esteem or any type of things like that, where people have cut you down, where people have just said you won't amount to anything, you won't do this, you won't do that, I am here to speak life into you right now. Sis or bro, you are beautiful. You are handsome. You are worthy of love. You are worthy to even love yourself. You are worthy of happiness. You are worthy of joy. You are worthy of peace. You are worthy. You're an amazing person. You are a great person to be around. You are, you are beautiful. You are handsome. You have more to offer than the next, okay? Every quality that is about you is awesome. You are made in God's own image. And last time I checked, if I'm made in God's image, I don't think he just out here just doing stuff wrong. I just don't think he out here just doing stuff halfway. I don't think so. So you have so much to give, and don't let nobody else try to tear you down or make you feel like you are not worthy, because you are worthy. You are more than enough. So if ain't nobody else tell you that, sis or bro, know that I'm telling you. You are worthy. You are more than enough for the next person. The wrong person just happened to experience you, and they didn't know your worth because they were not capable of processing it. But when the right person experiences you, when you link up with the right person, that right person is going to really and truly let you know what your worth is. But again, we have to know our worth, and we have to stop allowing people that's not even close to where we are mentally be a part of our lives. That goes for relationships, and that goes for friendships. If you got a person that's always take, or if you got a person that's always need, like, that's not the person that you need to have in your life. Stop trying to fix people. Stop trying to mold people into who you want them to be. No, see who they are and believe them. And know that if that's not what you want to do, that's not what you want to do. And especially if you're in a helping field. Like me, myself, personally, I have to be careful because of who I am, a therapist. Like, I attract people who talk to me about their problems, whether they are my clients or just in general. People will come talk to me about my problems. I'll never forget, like a couple of years ago, like my uncle, which is he my great uncle? No, he's my uncle, but he's just like, it's a whole, that's another story how he's my uncle. But because my mom is older than him, and that's her uncle. No, he is my great uncle. So nonetheless, y'all, neither here nor there. But like, I had really and truly just met him, right? And so like, he sat down and just started telling me about everything that he was going through. And before you know it, like, it was like 2 hours hadn't passed. And so he was just like, yo, he's like, I can't believe I just told you all of that. And so what I'm saying is that sometimes we attract those people naturally, but you have to be cognitive. You have to be conscious to be like, I'm not trying to fix you. I'm not trying to be your therapist. I want to be your partner. So now you're looking for a partner that you can be whole with. So people who are in the helping profession, y'all stop it. Stop picking your clients and trying to date them. No. No. You need someone to be whole, not broken. Because again, two broken people cannot make one whole person. So if you are broken and you're experiencing brokenness right now, please, by all means, get with you somebody that can help you heal. Healing is where it's at. All right. So nonetheless, y'all, that's what all I got for y'all on this wonderful Wednesday. Your girl just feel like she was out here preaching today. So like I told y'all, I ain't finna be before y'all long on the day, because I got to get up and I got to go see these clients. So nonetheless, thank y'all so much for listening to me again. Be yourself, love yourself. And if nobody else loves you, know that Jesus loves you, and I do too. Love y'all. I'll talk to y'all next week. Bye, y'all.